Hello, everyone.
Sup, nerds?
It is Sid and V.
With Judicious Mockery.
And we are back with some more Master Detective Archives Ring Code.
Plus,
we are jumping in to the middle of things.
We there's not even really time for a recap. Vivia just turned on us.
Vivia
That's all you need to know.
Things are happening.
It's crazy.
We don't know what's going on.
We gotta see.
We're about to reasoning deathmatch Vivia. Like, what's happening?
I don't know.
Oh God!
See? Oh my God! And I don't have his shield. I've never used.
Oh no!
It's impossible to avoid the gas.
Well, that's true.
Okay, yeah.
Would surely die.
Right.
In 30 minutes.
You should already
Is that it? Is it? Yeah, that's it.
know this, right?
We do know
The
this.
gas is a special trait. A gas can see through even a gas mask.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
No ability can nullify its toxicity.
Right.
Well,
Once it hits you, you're done for.
Okay.
oh,
You die before reaching Weska.
Absolutely not.
not true. You lost me.
Yeah.
You have 30 minutes. I've had my sights locked on that fact.
So it's very interesting because you have from the get-go
Suggested that someone just ran through it knowing they would die.
But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you.
yeah, the whole time you've been like, yeah, someone just took it on the head. They just went for it, which was definitely not when I was playing through this, a thought that I had so early. And in the playthroughs that I've watched of this is not a thought that people like. It like, I feel like the game expects you to get to this point and continuously, and this is what I've seen, still be like, but how did they get through the poison gas?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is just, they didn't.
Well, and I think that that's why I do suspect Yako, obviously, but I didn't think that he was killed by the hitman because it seems like you would have to do that, right? It seems like you would have to take the gas. And like I was throwing around concepts of like maybe he jumped on Amapal, whatever.
Right.
But a hitman would never do that. Someone would only do that if they had like a sentimental, emotional compulsion to commit this murder. Which is why I think it's tied to the photo.
Yeah, it seems like that photo, we still haven't talked about that photo yet, so it must play some role in something.
And we also haven't talked about Yako's death yet.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that we haven't touched on that at all.
That would be my bigger concern. It's like, who really cares about the doctor? I get that it's a big deal and it's like there's probably more institutional stuff tied to it.
Right,
But
I mean,
I'm more concerned about Yako.
exactly. The chief is the one that we actually like care about.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor seems like an
Means
asshole.
You could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
Yep.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas. And no fortes that can nullify it.
All true facts.
There's only one way you could get through it.
You go through it.
You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapal taking you to the next room.
Jesus.
The sheer drive
Oh yeah.
to kill yourself slowly over 30 minutes, right? Maybe you don't experience any pain, but you know you're going to die for those 30 minutes. And to be shocked over and over and die, however many times I died.
Because you just trust in your heart that at some point you'll make it into that room and kill him.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is wild.
I like how he didn't turn into a mystery phantom, though. He's just fighting us like a person.
Oh, Vivia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Vivia.
Albert didn't do anything to counteract it and just pass through the toxic gas?
Unless he
Yeah.
had a spacesuit.
That's what we're
It's the only
looking like.
explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. I can't believe it.
But to that point, I find it interesting. I'm excited to watch through some playthroughs of this game because I think it's interesting to see what people click with when and what like theories or pieces of evidence people resonate with early on versus things that become more apparent later.
Yes, it is very interesting. I mean, for all Danganronpa games, like any mystery type game, it's always interesting to watch through and see how people reason through things and when they like get points. Like I've seen, like as we talked about, I put together the Chapter 0 mystery, like mostly during the investigation. I think you put together a good chunk of it like a little bit less than I did, but a lot of what I did.
Yeah.
In one of the playthroughs that I've watched, it like he didn't really get anything until like partway through the mystery labyrinth. But in other cases, he figures out stuff like way before I would have.
It's just like
So-
based on like your experiences and your unique brand of creativity.
Right,
and,
exactly.
Like, you know, how much you know or how interesting you find a certain topic, so you ruminate on that piece of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, no, it's cool how people's brains kind of approach things differently with different mysteries.
I agree.
But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas,
Like a baddie.
Then they...
Like a baddie.
the culprit...
The culprit is...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth. Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes? Isn't this what you wanted?
Vivia.
What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Fifia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now, the mystery labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit.
Because you didn't want to
That's
find the
because
truth.
It's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is? It's the hitman, right?
Right?
The truth is worth
Oh,
Oh.
shit! Oh, shit!
Still on my hear me out, okay?
Nothing is less
More so
valued
now.
in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even you. Now, rot away and die right here. No one will get in my way. Kanai Ward, Amaterasu, they both belong to me.
Okay, Yomi, whatever you say.
If the culprit carried out the crime like you deduced, then they should be dead from the toxic gas.
Right?
But no one at the scene has died from poison.
Well,
If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
oh,
You're
was there
right
anything
that
to repel?
No one in that
No.
lab died from that toxic gas. But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning. They planned to distort the facts of their death.
Yep. He just faked his death. No one stabbed him.
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth?
Oh, God.
I didn't even think I kept thinking of it as a death, but now like it makes
Your
more sense.
world will fall apart. The world that you believed in.
Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace.
My piece is disturbed.
The piece has been
Not even worth
disturbed.
debating. Is this the best you can do to refute it?
It's interesting because most of like Vivia's comments this chapter have been things like, "I'm doing this for the sake of peace and quiet,"
Yeah.
and like the culprit misrepresented their death by using the
Yes, I'll expose the truth.
hitman.
When he testified to it.
Oh, God.
Culprit misrepresented their death by using the hitman.
Can I ask you, maybe this is a question for later.
Yeah.
Did you go into this thinking it was Yako?
So, first of all, I'm not confirming 1,000% it's him.
Sure.
We haven't gotten there
Right,
yet.
right. I am convinced, but did you go?
I
into this
will. I'll explain more when we get later in this. I'll give you a little bit more background about my thought process going into this because I had a little bit of a unique situation.
thinking? Okay.
The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas. So they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Use the hitman?
Which is interesting to me because it's like, why? What's the point in covering it up if you're dying anyway? Protect a legacy?
Right. It must be something about just trying to keep that knowledge
Yeah.
hidden away.
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor.
Which is why the letter was sent to different people. It is kind of a copycat killer situation.
Who was the hitman's true target?
Was the hitman even involved?
Let's find out.
They were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Remember?
So they were stabbed.
Remember what we heard about the notes for the
Yeah.
hitman? What did we hear?
That it was sent to multiple places.
And what else?
Including the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
And what else?
And that hadn't been done before, according to Vivia's research.
So what does that tell us?
That perhaps there was... that whoever sent those, like, fake letters knew about the hitman being involved. So Yako must have hired a hitman to kill him. So, like, suicide adjacent. Like, he was technically murdered, but he arranged it.
If you're correct, then
If I'm
yeah,
correct.
that's...
Okay. I feel better about it not being a straight up suicide that he just said, but we saw a person running away. Like, someone else had to
Right,
be
we did.
involved. The shadowy
We
figure.
saw someone leaving and running
Yeah.
away.
Huh? The hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor?
Catch up, Shinigami.
Oh God.
Doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the hitman?
I mean, does it?
Doesn't have to.
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one
For
that
sure.
Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
So it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the hitman did it?
Stop. Stop! You useless garbage! To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city!
Not in my city.
There is no real culprit! Dr. Wesker was killed by the hitman!
I like Vivia just hanging on his little...
Vivian just chilling.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
What's going on? Who's the real culprit?
Who is the real
Real
culprit?
culprit. The real culprit
Oh
is...
God, it's time.
The time has finally come. Yuma.
We just have to shoot the letters on the barrel to spell it out.
It's,
It's like a really late, like, beach
With
vibe.
that do music playing.
If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world.
Yeah.
Knowing this, will you still expose the truth?
You gotta.
We have to.
Or we die here.
Show me your conviction.
Or just get trapped here, right?
I mean, trapped here and then
Point
basically
you to
die
the
eventually.
identity of the hitman's target. I know.
What is the clue pointing to the target's identity?
I've known all along.
Now, expose the truth. Do it. If you want to burn the world down.
And I do. Oh.
Oh, sad music time.
No. No.
Don't hit me with that sad music. How dare you?
I mean, I could see it being photo because it was the photo found near, but this is more what we've been talking about.
I mean, go with what you think.
Oh, okay.
No, this isn't the right solution key. I should be able to tell if I look inside.
Oh, okay.
Master?
This was played.
What leads us to the hitman's target?
Yeah, that's clearly it.
The bloodstained photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the hitman's target. The real
is it in the
culprit
photo?
behind this case.
It's Yako. Oh, he just had a photo to show him what he looked like.
The blood obscured the person's face, but I know who it is. It could only be one person. It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's target.
Because what did we find the photo with?
The map.
And who is it?
It's...
No. Stop! Don't you dare say another word! No one wants the truth!
I don't understand, but... Good luck, Master! I'm always by your side, haunting you!
I guess that makes sense too, why they would keep him alive so long. Like, they made a point of, like, he hasn't died yet, because this is gonna kill him.
Right. Yeah, if you were already dead, this would be a lot easier.
Can you imagine? It's just Naomi.
It's Fink the Slaughter Artist.
Sorry, this is a... That was just such a funny... This is hilarious. This is a hilarious
It's a silly
option.
photo.
V, I don't wanna. Oh, it makes you face Vivia while you do it.
Oh, it does. Yeah, Vivia's right there.
Because what's his name is in all of them, but
Vivia's only in the middle. You have to do the thing Vivia's been trying to stop you from doing this whole time.
I knew it. I knew it was Yako.
You did. You called it.
I called it early.
You called it early.
Hey, that's upsetting. That's our boss.
That's our boss. That's our chief.
Can you imagine discovering your chief committed a murder and then killing them?
And then killing
Can
them.
you imagine that? I mean, they were dying anyway, but still.
Oh, no.
Not like this. With your cool eyes and your cool glasses.
Not chief.
Team, this is upsetting.
But he was such a chief.
Why? Why is Fuzzhead here?
Shinigami is not.
Shinigami's really losing the thread.
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the hitman in the lab.
That's true.
In other words, the chief was the hitman's target.
And that explains why,
But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the houseplant.
like we were saying before, if like hitmen usually they don't just kill random people. They're usually not just like killing people because they like happen to pass them by.
Right.
So if he stabbed Yako, it's because he had a reason.
Right.
He hid it knowing it'd be an important clue. And that's because the person in the photo is Chief Yako himself. It was given to the hitman so he'd know his target, and the chief tried to conceal it. Which means the blood covering the face on the photo was likely done on purpose.
Yeah.
Hold on, Master! Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit?
He was so whimsical.
Yeah. A lot of silly moments, a lot of him just being like freaking out because he didn't want to deal with the peacekeepers and just loving his meat buns and
Yeah, who's gonna starve because we take a full 2 days to return meat buns now?
no one. Look, we were gonna kill him one way or the
Yeah,
other.
I guess. It was poison or starvation. This is the faster way.
Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder?
And it sort of answers the question. of how would someone know that riding Amapal would get them into the lab?
Because he knows what's her name's?
He knows Fubuki's forte.
Fubuki's forte. That was a thought too. That's why I asked who was there when the plan was devised to use Amapal.
Right.
Because in theory, someone would have to know when they decided to hide that it was for a purpose and that something was going to come in that would help.
Right. So he wasn't there necessarily, but
he knew the background information.
He knew the background information.
And he knew his detectives.
He knew his detectives. He knew that somehow they would get in there.
He's knocking on death's door just for this?
I don't want to believe it either, but there's no other way.
Don't forget this stuff.
I'll have to battle with
Vivia.
Press the correct button when you think about the correct
The anemic
answer.
vampire is going to throw questions back at you. Press the button when you think you got the correct answer. You'll take damage if you... So this is like the one where you don't want to let all them loop through all of them. Because if you miss the answer and then it goes through all of them, you'll still take damage.
Got it.
Oh, Vivia.
The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed, and the labyrinth cannot function much longer. Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway. Because it's something I must do. While the chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat?
He sent them.
Dr. Weska must pay for his sins with his life. My blade shall be his atonement.
Why would the chief send it? If he was the killer.
To cover it up.
Answer me, Yuma.
Why did Yako send the death threat? To make it seem like the doctor was in danger?
That's a circle, sorry.
That's not the reason.
Yeah, this is why Vivia's been
Why would the chief send it?
refusing to investigate.
If he was the killer.
This is
Keep him
why
alive.
he's been putting up
Answer
walls.
me,
This is why he threatened to
Yuma.
murder Yuma. He wanted to make it seem like the doctor was in danger.
By sending that note, everyone would believe the doctor's life was in danger, which was necessary for this sequence of events to take place.
Yep.
All the master detectives headed to the secret lab because of that note.
And he needed them there.
Chief
pull it off.
Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities and murder the doctor.
Huh? Their abilities?
But the death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The peacekeepers received it too.
That's true.
What was the point of that? Why put them on high alert? What is the truth behind it all?
Why did you need the peacekeepers there? To use the disguise ability?
The note was sent to the peacekeepers because they were also part of the plan. When the peacekeepers received the note, they dispatched a lot of their personnel to the scene.
Right?
The master detectives were able to take advantage of the commotion to enter the facility.
Yeah, Yako needed some way for them to be able to get inside.
They did
what
it
better
by
way than a bunch
disguising
of
themselves as peacekeepers.
Unknown masked people.
Yep.
It would be convenient to have a lot of peacekeepers around if you want to get into the lab disguised as one.
This is why the peacekeepers also received the death threat.
Hey, you still want to do this? It's not too late to give up.
I am well aware of the danger. I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time. But this is something I must do. I can't leave the chief like this.
Vivia.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised themselves as peacekeepers and entered the lab.
Right?
You were already at the lab, and that's where you met up with the chief, right?
Yes, but we decided to split up after the blackout occurred.
Wait! That blackout should have caused a commotion. If we leave now, the peacekeepers will see us. I knew it. This place is crawling with them.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two hurry to that doctor.
He split off from us.
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
Who caused the blackout?
No, that's not it.
Oh, I assumed this was like a quick time.
No, you still have to you still have
Wow.
to get the right
Chief
answer.
said he'd
Interesting.
buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
It just happened that it was the first one for
Was
the
the
last two.
blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it,
It was not.
was
Dr.
that also
Wesker.
Not
the
Dr.
chief?
Weska. Dr. Weska. Yako.
Also not Yako.
I mean, how would Yako have done it?
I guess because he was getting in the airlock.
And he was in the room with
The
us
chief
when the
said he'd
blackout
buy us some
happened.
time,
Oh, that's right.
but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was it?
Was the blackout part of the
I
plan?
think.
So the one who caused it, was that
It must
also
have been
the
someone,
chief?
if it was part of the
Acting under
plan, it
his
must have been
direction.
someone that Yako was in some sort of collaboration with. Not Dr. Weska.
Not Yako himself.
Not Yako. But think the slaughter artist.
The chief was with me in the security room at the time of the blackout. It's impossible for him to have caused it.
Yep.
So the only person it could be is the hitman. It must have been part of the job. He instructed the hitman to cause a blackout at a specific time.
But why?
It made us think the doctor was in danger, so we'd go check on him. We used Amapal and Fortes to get through the tight security system. Chief Yako had it all planned out from the start. He used us to break through the security so he could kill the doctor.
But why?
But why? That's the last thing that we don't know.
But why?
Is why did the chief do it?
So, Master using Amapal and the Sheltered Skank's time rewinding ability at the panel chamber?
The sheltered skin.
That was all part of Fuzzhead's plan?
Yep.
The only way to get past security was to use both Amapal and that Forte. The chief knew we'd figure that out.
He
I
trusted
think
them.
it's more like he trusted us.
Nice.
Yep.
He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
I'm counting on you both. See you later.
How dare you?
Trust? How could this be a trust thing? He was clearly taking advantage of you all.
How dare you throw out a casual see you later like that?
We did see him later.
Oh God.
He gathered the master detectives using a fake death threat, then used their fortes to commit murder. What a scumbag! He used you all to get away with murder! Out of all the criminals I've ever met, he's the worst coward of them all! Master, grab that coward and... Enough!
Ooh, yeah, Yuma's not gonna take kindly to that.
No.
Why did it have to come to this? Chief Yago saved me. He took me in. I had lost everything, even my memories. Sure, he may have been a little pushy at times.
For sure.
But still, I really admired him.
It's always episode 4.
Chapter 4 is brutal.
Sucks.
It's always
I mean, it's
brutal.
great. They're the best chapters. But
yeah.
They pull at your heartstrings like nothing else.
I mean, this chapter especially is the closest to the kind of emotions that Danganronpa provokes.
For sure. 100%.
Because the other chapters are all more like Phoenix Wright cases.
Yeah, you're dealing with a new cast of characters every time.
This is like Danganronpa thrives because you know everyone throughout every case. That's the driving force. And this is the only case in this game where we get that same sort of
someone that we knew and loved.
Just heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
Like, well, that sucks.
It sucks.
So, why? Why did you do it?
Why did he do it?
Is this about the woman in the picture? Chief, please tell me, or
There's no point in asking. That's just a mystery phantom. It's not the real Fuzzhead. Master, watch out!
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right?
Yep.
Which means he should hold the same thoughts. The photo behind the houseplant. I don't know what the chief was hiding, but that photo must have been dropped by the hitman after he was done with it. The chief picked it up and used his own blood to obscure the face. He knew the truth would be exposed if that photo was found, so he hid it behind the potted plant. He left his blood on it, almost like he wrote a dying message. But in truth, it was actually a secret he wanted to keep hidden.
Master, I think you know this, but to exit the mystery labyrinth, you will have to eliminate the culprit.
Thanks, Shinigami.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thanks, girl.
eliminate the chief?
Are you really going to do this? After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die. But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door.
He is.
Will you still bury him in the name of truth?
Oh, God.
Sad.
The chief took me in when I had no memories, or anyone to turn to. I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now, I have to end his life?
It is pretty
You know,
cruel.
I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
His fireplace.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
I had a hunch.
Hey, me too, bro.
Because of my spectral projection, I knew the chief had been planning something for quite some time.
Yeah.
That's how I knew too, yeah.
Yeah, same.
From my spectral projection, yeah.
But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me, and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away. Exposing the truth won't save anyone. Neither the chief nor you.
Oh, bye.
Master, you've already come this far. You've got to finish this.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
What'll happen to the other master detectives if you die here? Didn't you say you wanted to expose the truth and save everyone?
Vivia, you told me that the time would come when I'd have to prove my conviction. The conviction to accept the truth, no matter how cruel it may be. Now is that time, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you intend to continue. If you're prepared for it.
Hey! You better not get in Master's way again!
Yuma, do you remember when the chief's soul called out to us?
Huh?
Sure do.
Yup.
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it?
He knew. He knew the whole time.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I always averted my eyes from the truth. For my own sake. My own peace and quiet. But I could never say with confidence that I was proud of myself. In the end, I was just running away from everything. That's why I entrust this to you, Yuma.
Entrust what?
You signed a pact with the Death God in your desire for the truth. I want to see your conviction. As long as you don't stray from exposing all truth, I believe you'll be able to face it, cruel as it may be. I want to see it through to the end. It's why I followed you here. In that sense, we're accomplices. If you must bring down the chief, then I will lend a hand.
I love Vivia so much.
I won't avert my eyes any longer. I, too, want to live with my head held high. Because I, too, am a detective.
Vivia.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I understand, Chief Yako. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
It's time. Note that we're not even doing God Shinigami.
No.
We're just going straight to the deduction denouement.
It wouldn't have felt tonally right.
No, it wouldn't.
At all?
Because that would have required Yako putting up some front.
Yeah.
And
He's not.
that was never what this was about.
Alright.
Like, Yako clearly knew from the moment that he had that conversation with us when we were spectral projecting that this is where this was all going.
Okay, remind me how I cycle through things.
You have to press triangle and then you can select the one.
Okay, so I have Amapal, I have Knife, and I have Intercom.
Right?
So where's the secret lab located? No. Here, we'll read through it. Where is the secret lab located? The door to the critical lab. Dr. Huesca is inside. A death threat to Dr. Huesca. The Peking detectives. A death threat was also sent to the detective agency. Meanwhile, Director Yomi, death threats sent to the detective agency and also the peacekeepers, which I don't believe.
I don't think we have now.
How was Dr. Huesca communicated with? Are we at the intercom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Communicating with Dr. Huesca via intercom, and let's go ahead and see what else we've unlocked.
Nothing yet.
Okay. Even easier. Yomi and the peacekeepers arrive. Yuma and Makoto are separated. Yuma is locked in the security room. Looking up in surprise, Desuhiko and the others arrive to help. The three assess the situation. Think the slaughter artist cuts off the facility's power. A power outage occurs. Culprit creates a diversion seen off by Yuma and Desuhiko. The culprit is determined. Moves to carry out the plan. The culprit enters the airlock chamber. Where's the culprit hide? We don't have that yet.
Don't have that.
Yuma and the others go to protect Dr. Huesca. Arrive in front of the critical lab. Confirms Dr. Huesca is safe. Dr. Huesca suddenly calls for help. Communication with Dr. Huesca is lost. How did the culprit... What did the culprit use to get past security? We don't have that. The culprit leaves the decontamination.
Are you sure?
Oh, we have Amapal. Prepare Amapal to break through security. The culprit leaves the decontamination device. The three operate Amapal. The culprit jumps onto Amapal. Amapal carries the culprit through the toxic gas chamber. Continues through the panel chamber. The culprit and Amapal struck by high voltage shocks.
Yako just died over and over and over and over again.
Whose power was used in the panel room? Still nothing. Redo, rushing into the panel chamber. Break through the panels. Press the switch for the critical lab. The culprit jumping over the door.
It says through the door.
But please see the photo.
But through it, like he phased through it.
Lands and enters the lab, sneaks up behind Dr. Huesca. The culprit wields a weapon. What weapon was used to kill Dr. Huesca?
Knife.
The weapon is a knife with F inscribed in it. Approaches Dr. Huesca from behind. A stab into the back, thinking of only one thing. The dying Dr. Huesca. Amapal enters the room as the culprit waits. Amapal is knocked over as the culprit escapes. Amapal's point of view after being knocked over. The culprit is on the move. Arrives at the airlock. Watches from inside the decontamination device. Culprit exits the device after the detectives leave. Detectives find Dr. Huesca's body in the critical lab. Who killed the culprit? The hitman. Do we have the hitman yet?
Have the hitman.
Peacekeepers, Amaterasu Corporation.
It looks like no.
Still no. Let's keep reading through.
And then we'll cycle back.
Think the slaughter artist takes aim at the culprit. The culprit looks back. The weapon pierces the culprit's abdomen. The culprit collapses. Eyes focused on a photo. With their dying strength, smears the photo with blood. Out of strength, the culprit collapses. Who is the culprit?
Yep. All right, looping back around to the start.
All right, so this is Amaterasu.
Where is it located? Okay, then we have
the secret lab at Amaterasu Corporation. We've got death threats sent to the detective agency and also
the peacekeepers.
The the death threat was also sent to the Peacekeepers.
Yeah.
We only have one other right now, and that's the decontamination device.
There we go. Where did the culprit hide?
The culprit hides in the decontamination device, whose power was used in the panel room.
We got Fubuki.
Rewind time with Fubuki's power. Who killed the culprit? Fink. Fink spots the culprit in the hallway. And finally,
Last but not least,
who is the culprit?
it's Yako. Mystery unraveled.
Sad.
Step right up, step right up!
Oh.
Peacekeepers, a CEO,
Oh, here we go.
a research doctor, a hitman, and master detectives! 2 dead bodies, but lots of shady characters! Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
The victim in this case is one Dr. Weska.
Just gonna set this on.
Yeah, on auto.
How do we?
It's, I think, L1.
There we go.
This incident features a sinister and meticulously detailed plot centered on the doctor.
The old geezer was holed up inside a lab at Amaterasu HQ. He was a total hermit in the critical lab with a totally overkill security system.
The culprit made thorough preparations beforehand to break through that system.
Boom killing a shut-in is hard work. The human thing to do is to reintroduce him to society first.
Yeah, with that out of the way. Posing as a hitman, the culprit sent a death threat to the Peacekeepers, the detective agency, and the research lab. At the same time, they contracted a real hitman and had him infiltrate the research facility.
They spilled the beans about Gramps being in danger to lure both the Peacekeepers and the detectives to the lab.
You see, the Master Detective's presence at the scene was an indispensable part of the plan. It was how the culprit gained access to the research facility, after all. The hitman infiltrated the lab exactly as planned. And we arrived with Mikoto at the same time.
Our spooky boy.
Stuff went down, blah blah blah, and Master got locked up.
Look at that
by the
mask.
guy.
Love
I
his
was
hair.
rescued by Yasuhiko and
It is fun hair.
Or disguised
Yaku's
as
hair is better, though.
peacekeepers.
Yeah.
With the real peacekeepers rushing around, the culprit took advantage of the turmoil to sneak into the lab. But after catching up with them, the power suddenly went out, separating the culprit from the rest of the group.
The blackout itself was caused by the hitman, right? And getting separated was all part of the culprit's plan.
Right. They used the blackout as an opportunity to hide in the vents in the airlock chamber. Afterwards, we headed to the critical lab to check on the doctor's condition, just like the culprit directed us. But since that lab used a separate power supply, nothing strange had happened.
This whole the doctor's in danger spiel was an act, huh? He made a fool of you, Master. What a dick!
But then, someone attacked the doctor while we were trying to talk with him over the intercom.
Or that's what we thought.
Or
We
so.
had to get into the doctor's lab.
But that time, the old geezer was
Yeah,
playing
'cause, like,
games with us.
He obviously couldn't use Yasuhiko or
He
Yuma's
even tried to
bodies,
kill
Right.
you and the
no
others
matter
with a
how much
trap.
you
That bastard wanted to use
acid
your dead
them.
bodies.
Those are obviously not him.
He really got you there, Master.
I don't see why you're so happy about it. The doctor's sham made the case even more confusing. Even if we tried to get to the doctor, the critical lab was guarded by tight security. The only way through was by using an Amapal. The culprit rode on it by emerging from their hiding place in the airlock vent and jumping onto the robot's head.
All aboard the Amaterasu Express! First stop, a shower of toxic gas. Humans can't protect themselves against the gas, but since it's not instantly fatal, it wasn't a problem. Next up, the panel chamber and high voltage shocks. One wrong move, and it was instant death. But thanks to that showman's game, we got all the continues we could want.
True.
So we managed a perfect clear! The critical lab was finally breached!
We got it in one try. Perfect run.
Easy. No flaws.
They also knew they would die over and over as a result.
Okay, he didn't die that many times.
He died like
The
maybe
camera
5 or
feed was
6
affected
times.
when the culprit jumped on. I should have realized what was happening.
No use crying over spilled blood.
was like 4.
On to the next thing!
Well, it was once from Desahiko killing him at the beginning.
Oh, true. I was counting that.
Where were we? Oh yeah! To open the door to the doctor's lab, Amapal had to reach out its arm and hit a switch. And when the door opened wide enough for a person to squeeze through, the killer snuck inside.
He didn't have to die.
You didn't have to climb over the door.
Follow any new commands while its arm is extended. So the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you can't step on the
Then
panels
the
still.
culprit boom killed the
But that doesn't
old
make any
user using the
sense
same knife as
because the button's on the other side of the door, so no one could press it and get through if you couldn't step on the panels
Right.
again.
Stab was easy peasy.
Oh God.
Then, the murderer tried to leave the room before Amapal.
So that means
entered.
Yako stabbed him 3
They
times.
knocked the robot over
He hated
on the
that
way
doctor.
out.
Yako was like, bam, bam, bam.
They then went
Absolutely
back into
not.
the airlock chamber vent to wait for you and the others to go by.
We entered the critical lab and found the doctor's body. The culprit used that time to get out of the vent and head for the hallway.
That was when they were found by the hitman.
You want to hear the
and
irony
stabbed.
of the whole
They'd
Amapal
already
has a
been
microphone
contact
thing?
with toxic
Yeah.
gas, so death was inevitable.
We probably should have been able to hear some noise
However,
from
For
him
sure.
killing the
would
doctor.
expose them as the doctor's killer. So they hired the hitman to kill them, thereby concealing any involvement.
Oh no, don't fuck
I guess
you.
that means the killer completely trusted in the master detective's capabilities.
Yeah, he did.
They knew those powers would get them close to the doctor. But why were they willing to die to hide the crime?
I can't say for certain. Was it his pride as a detective? Did he simply not want his friends to know? Whatever it may be, I'm prepared to face the truth. The culprit who murdered Dr. Weska, and even included his own death in the plot. Yako Furio! It was you!
Tell us why.
Why did you do it?
Tell us why.
What was... Why was this crime so necessary that you were willing to die for it?
But why? Chief
We still
Yako,
don't know why.
Why? Why didn't you ever talk to us about this? Why did it have to end this way? Why didn't you tell us? Is this really what you wanted?
Can't have been ideal for him.
I can't imagine it was.
Can you even hear me?
It doesn't matter who it is. Exterminating the real culprit's soul and destroying the mystery labyrinth. That's why I'm here. Surging bloodlust.
Oh, it's time.
Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami.
See, feels tonally bad.
It does, but it's like the same kind of tonal dissonance that there is with like Danganronpa Executions.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden it's like you're like crying because it's so sad, and then there's this like goofy ass execution that happens, and Monokuma's just like chuckling over in the corner like a psycho. Stop.
Fuzzhead.
Why did that actually make me start crying?
Fuzzhead.
I will say, as much as it would have been really nice to have like different like executions as the game goes on, the fact that they were all the same and then that
Except
one was
this
different makes
was
it hit
harder.
all the harder.
Agreed. Agreed.
Master's naivete must be rubbing off on me. I mean, not even I hated Fuzzhead. That's weird. This mystery labyrinth is falling apart slower than usual.
Yeah, we're still here. What's going on?
I wonder why.
We shouldn't let our guards down yet. Do you really think we're done here?
What do you mean?
Don't find out why.
Do you have all of the fragments of truth that you sought?
Well, we don't know why. Yeah, that is true.
If so, we could just leave, right?
No, we haven't uncovered everything yet. No, there are still some mysteries remaining.
Huh? What's remaining? I reaped the culprit's soul already. I know it's slow, but this place is starting to come down.
Maybe it's not directly related to this case. I don't want to leave any questions unanswered. For Chief Yaku's sake. Please, help me, Shinigami.
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you, Master. You know I can't resist helping you when you rely on me. First, we need to reveal whatever mysteries are left. That should open up a new path. Lay it all out, Master!
Okay, you know what time it is.
Absolutely.
They were like, we have to wait until we get through the sad before we pull out.
Before we pull out the beach barrel.
The beach barrel.
Pass it out!
The remaining mystery is Dr. Weska's
5 letters, huh?
5 letters.
It's
You
not
can do it,
motive.
Master!
Nope.
Thinking like like escape plan?
It's referring to a more literal thing than that. It's not referring to like a conceptual thing of his.
ignoring me
It's
now?
referring to an actual thing of his.
His computer, his notes?
You're close.
Notes. His
We solved his notes, but there's another piece of evidence that we didn't quite solve.
his password, his the person he was emailing?
Okay, what's a 5-letter word for what you just said?
His acquaintance, his friend.
Where was this information stored?
Computer.
Nope. What application
I'm sorry.
on the computer?
Email. His email.
There we go.
Right. Am I gonna get it in time? Very unclear.
That's the question.
Only 30 seconds left! Get up!
Yeah, you got it.
Nice!
There we go.
I don't know why I struggle so much with the beach
With
barrel
yeah.
game.
Oh, that's a booty shot.
That sure is.
That was a Shinigami booty shot.
Zelda?
Apparently. Got like a dungeon under this floor.
Oh, it's a secret dungeon!
Yeah, literally.
Classic.
The labyrinth must be breaking down so slowly because the identity of the culprit isn't the only mystery.
So that was only the first mystery labyrinth. We're about to start the second mystery labyrinth.
Hurry, Master!
Yeah, got it.
And this one's longer.
Can you imagine?
I'll follow you to the end until you reach the truth.
Thanks, Bibs.
Thank you.
Let's go. Oh, sorry.
I'll follow you anywhere. Let's go, Master.
Yuma, find the truth, no matter what it takes. I'm on it.
Thanks, Vivia.
I'm on it. Gotta go.
I also really respect that at the end, Vivia was like, you know what?
I'll do this with you.
I'll do this with you.
Even though he did nothing to help.
I mean, look, what can he really? He was giving moral support.
Yeah, that's true.
It was
Do
just
you
knowing that
regret
he's
this,
there.
Yuma.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
I've been
Oh, God.
thinking.
Right.
Remember what the chief's soul said? If you keep that in mind while knowing who the true culprit is,
Yeah, exactly.
doesn't it seem like he wanted you to find the truth?
Yeah, he knew we were going
Even
to.
though he was the culprit himself.
Why is that?
Maybe there's a hidden truth behind this case, and the chief wanted us to find it.
There could be some anonymous person involved.
I like how it has anonymous
If
capitalized.
Anonymous is part of this
Anonymous.
case, they must have a motive for killing Dr. Weska as well. The doctor knew about the secret dealings and was planning to flee from Kanai Ward by himself, after all. Could it be that Anonymous took advantage of Chief Yako by instigating him to commit murder?
Yes. It's unlikely the chief just happened to kill Dr. Weska right as he was planning to flee.
If that's true, Anonymous isn't just involved in the case.
They're the mastermind.
They could be the mastermind, the Grey Eminence.
The Grey Eminence.
Gray's my 13th favorite color.
What?
Why are you telling me that now?
It's a weird fun fact Shinigami.
The case is already solved.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
All these crimes were committed by Yako on his own.
Own.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here.
What was that voice?
Okay.
Someone's trying to stop us from solving this mystery.
We won't be
Now
stopped.
we know.
Can't
The
stop, won't stop.
mastermind is somewhere within this labyrinth.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Who are ya?
Get out. Get out.
Who is this person?
Out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
What's
Oof.
with this guy? Creepy.
We can't let this stop us. There's one more truth still hidden here.
Let's get our last truth.
We have to find it. We need to know why the chief committed
Yes.
this crime.
That's what I'm saying.
Why? Why would
this
he
out.
do this? That's really the most important question of all.
It's certainly weighing on my mind. With whomst?
With Anonymous.
Get out.
That's it. That's the
Repel.
answer.
Solved. Solved.
Am I supposed to repel its all?
That seems possible.
Oh, I'm trying to slash noise. I think I'm losing health because I'm using repel.
Oh,
Oops. Yeah, the case isn't solved.
yeah. There we go.
No, it still isn't solved yet. I will discover who the mastermind is. I will solve every mystery. I will not turn away from the truth.
No, absolutely not.
Oh god.
Bunch of things.
Alright. Missing file? That hasn't come up yet.
That hasn't come up yet.
Lab map hasn't super duper come up yet.
Correct.
Everything else has. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be missing file.
Yako's the culprit.
Okay,
I mean, in a
yeah, I
way.
mean, true.
By Nako alone. He hired Fink the slaughter artist.
Right.
That's true.
The murder weapon.
As far as we know, that's true.
Killed the doctor.
Right.
That's
proven.
true.
Sorry.
Did alone.
I believe all that.
So what about this Anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako to Anonymous.
That was not the right key.
So it's what would be connecting Yako and
to
Anonymous?
Okay. So it's on the missing file. I don't know that it's the knife. It could, in theory, be the photo if the woman is anonymous. No, not really a death threat. Or it could be the lab map, because that was also...
Read what it says about the lab map.
Okay. Top secret files, the idea that Anonymous is connected to the greater organization. Yeah, he didn't. The idea is he didn't act alone. He's connected to someone, because how would he get this top secret file?
Right. Yeah, how would Yako have been able to get his hands on the top secret file?
Right. Nope.
And we know that top secret file was found with the photograph.
Right. Which he had.
Right. Or, I mean, Fink had, but because he gave it to him.
Killed the doctor.
Nice.
So what about this Anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako to Anonymous.
Are you sure about that?
Mystery. Chief Yako tried to hide this floor plan along with that photo of himself. It was strange for him to have this in the first place. This is the link between Anonymous and the Chief.
Yeah, and why would he have tried to hide the floor plan? Like, hiding the photo makes sense. But why the floor plan?
Justice. Kill you.
Okay. Eyewitness. I mean, in theory, that's the hitman, right?
That's what we think so far.
Photo obviously is still around. I'm gonna guess it's probably the storage key.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was clean.
Everything. Who cares about some map? It doesn't prove a damn thing. It has nothing to do with the doctor's murder. This. Anyone can find it.
This is the truth.
Hey!
Yeah, not just anyone could find it.
floor
Only
plan the Chief
one
had was from the
specific
lab storage.
person could find it.
That room was locked.
The person
no one
with the
could
key.
enter it. It was only the
Oh,
director
sorry.
of the
How dare
Peacekeepers
you.
had access. So, the only person who could have gotten that floor plan was Peacekeeper Director Yomi.
The anonymous person who gave Chief Yako the floor plan and pushed him to commit murder was you, the director of the Peacekeepers, Yomi Hellsmile.
Yomi.
Which explains why Yomi was pushing so hard for us, why he was like freaking out in the
Yeah.
mystery labyrinth when we were about to like reveal that it was Yako.
Yeah.
Mastermind. You were pulling the strings from behind the scenes. You instigated the Chief to commit murder.
I never thought someone as empty as me could feel so much emotion. This is the first time in my life
How did you
I
do
keep
it?
cutting him off. Sorry.
How
You
dare
didn't
you?
drive the chief to murder!
It's the pauses.
Answer me!
I'm not telling you anything, idiot.
Huh?
So what if you figured it out? Who cares? It's too late now, you pathetic ingrates.
That sprite is crazy.
Creepy.
Everyone died just as I planned. Now no one can stand in my way. No one can lay a hand on me. You should be grateful. I'm cleaning up this city.
He has kind of systematically removed everyone standing in his way.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Master, I hate to admit it, but Yomi's right. You can't do anything to him here.
Why not?
He didn't
Manipulated
kill him.
Fuzzhead from behind the scenes, but he wasn't the one who murdered the doctor.
Exactly.
This mystery labyrinth is for the murder of Dr. Huesca. You can't punish Yomi.
Then what can we do? He has to pay for what he did!
We can't do anything. That's why I'm freaking out too.
So, exposing the truth would be pointless?
Then why have we been seeking it all this time?
The truth is meaningless. I'm in charge in Kanai Ward. I have to laugh. Who could have guessed things would go so well? Yako Furio was a pain in the ass. The only reason I kept him alive is for this moment. He didn't even realize I was manipulating him into killing the doctor for me. How stupid can you be?
Oh, jeez.
You'll pay for this!
Master, time's up. The mystery labyrinth is about to be destroyed.
But we still don't know why.
Yeah, we still don't know, like,
What the direct impetus was. We know who.
right, we know that Yomi pushed him, but how did he push
How?
him?
Right.
If only we had found out what he was up to sooner, we might have been able to stop him. Still, I should be able to bring this memory back into the real world. I'll remember this confession. I'm not sure if it'll help, but I'll interrogate him once we return to the real world.
It doesn't matter. I'll cover it all up.
Yeah, it's kind of his thing.
You're all nothing but scum beneath my feet. I'm untouchable. And now, I'm gonna dispose of you like the trash you are!
He was really rude.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, man.
At least he didn't cube us.
That's true. I mean, maybe he's about to. Are we about to get cubed? Oh, and we're back.
Ah, dang.
This is not a good position.
Hey, hurry up! Execute these scumbags immediately!
Please don't do that.
Criminals have no rights!
Well,
Yeah, that's you.
You will pay for this!
What's with that look? Are you seriously going to defy me? Well, I don't care. You're all going to die now.
This is real bad, Master. He's serious.
Wait. Director Yomi Hellsmile. We know all about your secret dealings with Dr. Huesca.
Yeah, for sure.
What? Did
Oh,
you
God.
say something? Maybe I'll kill the loudest one of you first. If you have something to say, go ahead. I can't hear you. Come on, who wants to be the first to die?
someone gonna save us?
Damn it!
Seems like
Traditionally, that's what happens.
someone might have to.
Forget it. I guess I'll just kill
Oh,
both
Dang.
at the same
Oh,
time.
God.
Dang, dadgum.
He isn't listening to
I don't think that's necessary.
If he was the real culprit, I'd both kill him.
It's all going exactly how he wants. Solving the case didn't help anything.
Goodbye. Hope you enjoy the worst nightmare of your life as you die.
Makoto?
Hello?
The only one who will be having nightmares is you.
Oh,
My beautiful boy.
I see a mask.
I thought you went back to the surface. What are you doing here?
Well, Yomi, there's something I want you to see.
Oh?
What do you think of this?
That's a binder. I think it's a
It's
binder.
algebra notes. From a class he missed.
Those are my trigonometry notes.
How did you get that?
Those are my trig notes!
Most of the secret deals you've been making over the years are listed here.
A good place to hide them. No one would look in your trig notes.
Looks like someone's been cooking the books. You conspired with Dr. Weska and leaked Amaterasu's technology to other national enterprises.
Oh, that's not good.
Ah, lover's quarrel.
You can't do that.
And with the money you obtained, you bribed the right people to control this city.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Lies! You made that all up! Hey! I don't care if he is the CEO. Arrest this masked freak!
Hey now.
We can't let this outsider barge in here and take control of this city! Capture him, execute him, chop his head off, crush his skull!
Oh, okay, maybe calm down, buddy.
What's wrong? Why are you just standing there? If you're scared, then I'll offer a bounty. Whoever kills him gets 100 million yen!
Oh my god.
Our little robot still pressing the button.
Oh.
Won't you obey me?
It's my friends in disguise.
He's using false information to tear the Peacekeepers apart. You want that? You'll all be out of a job! Kanai Ward is better off without people like him! This city's fallen into ruin ever since he showed up! Now follow my orders! This city doesn't belong to him. It belongs to me, the great Yumi!
I'm sorry, Director Yomi. This city doesn't belong to anyone.
Oh?
Oh?
You...
It's Martina!
She's back!
You're alive?
She didn't get cubed!
No cube!
Makoto stopped the execution order you issued. I am here today thanks to him.
Makoto saved her from getting cubed!
Great job, Makoto.
Martina is right. Kanai Ward belongs to everyone who lives here. It doesn't belong to you!
Shinigami?
Probably best to stay quiet and watch for now.
For sure.
Yeah, this is not something you want to get involved in.
Let the big dogs play.
You're on that freak's side now. I won't stand for this. You're a member of the Peacekeepers. I won't allow such insubordination!
Is he talking to Martina, who he tried to cube?
Yes, he is.
I really don't think she would be on your side. You tried to cube her.
Director Yomi, there's something I'd like to say to you. You have the right to remain silent.
Oh.
You have the right to consult with a lawyer.
Oh, so criminals do have rights.
Apparently.
I wasn't sure what the structure was in this world.
It's just Yomi doesn't care for those rights.
Yeah, sure.
What?
Your reign is over, Yomi Hellsmile.
Nice.
Got
Sick
him.
girl boss behavior.
Now, everyone, arrest the offending
Remember when her entire character was just fetishizing over him?
Yeah, that was awkward. You know what? This is growth.
It's character growth.
She now passes the Bechdel test.
We love it. We love a
do not
girl
be
boss
too
arc.
rough. Even criminals have rights.
Hey, look!
Look at that.
She cares.
Damn it. Damn you!
I'm pretty sure the big guy in the red mask is the one that like really wanted her to punish
you
him.
Bastard! Yomi Hellsmile will be back!
Will you?
And when I am, I'll kill you! I'll rip you to pieces for taking everything from me!
No, you're a
all
psychopath, so.
dead. I'll kill every last one of you!
Look at her robot.
Hey, robot.
Cute.
As we discussed before, upon receiving his punishment, I hereby resign from my role in the Peacekeepers.
Oh?
Oh.
Is
You
Makoto
don't
in charge?
have to.
Well,
I
Makoto's
must.
the CEO.
This is my way of taking responsibility as his accomplice.
Okay, but who's gonna rule?
The guy in the red mask.
Oh, well.
Well, Chief Executive Makoto, I hope you will see to the rest.
Yeah, it seems like Makoto's in charge now.
I love that she's like 3 feet taller than him.
For sure. She would have been a good acid
Sorry
body.
for causing so much trouble.
She would have been a good what?
Acid body.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What's going on?
While the peacekeepers had their hands full with the lab incident, I snuck into Yumi's room and looked around.
Nice, good job.
Got him.
And there,
A rogue.
I found this file. It's all thanks to you.
Don't tell me. You meant to bring us here to be a decoy from the start?
That's awkward.
It was all just a series of coincidences.
Looks like I wasn't able to die once again.
Tough.
Well, at least things worked out.
I'm sorry, Vivia.
Sorry
That
for
must be hard.
Your lack of loss.
That was really dangerous. I thought you were done for, Master.
Oh,
Are you okay, Vivia?
No.
I'll manage. I might have died if he hadn't shown up.
I'm sorry about what happened to Chief Yako. With Yumi gone, there's a change in the winds of Kanai Ward. Even through the endless downpour, I will rebuild this city from the ground up. Because I love this city more than anyone else.
I'm sure Makoto won't become a problem.
No.
No,
See, he's just gonna be peacefully watching over it all.
He's just a good guy. Look at his mask. He's
Yeah.
smiling.
What could be?
By the way,
he's a good guy.
how did your investigation at the secret lab go? Did you find what you were looking for? You know, the so-called immortal monster, the homunculus.
How did I forget about the homunculus?
You're gonna feel really bad when Makoto's just a good guy the whole time and you were judging him because he wears a mask.
I feel great about it. I'll stand by my decision.
Fair.
No, I didn't find anything.
No homunculi.
Just a dead chief.
Maybe
Oh, God.
homunculi are just rumors. But let me know if you'd still like help in your search. If it's within my power, I'll permit you detectives to search anywhere in Kanai Ward.
V, will you tell me if we ever find out why he killed the doctor? You just a yes or no?
Why Yako?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Well, I need to get going. You should return to your friends. I'm sure they're worried about you.
Oh, for sure.
Plus, you need to tell everyone what happened to Fuzzhead.
Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you, my friend. To express my gratitude.
A gift?
Kanai Ward will be reborn, thanks to you.
I haven't
For
done
like a nice
anything.
watch or something, right?
It's probably.
No,
I mean, that's
that's
usually
not
what
true.
like CEOs
Please
get for
accept
people.
the gift. We're friends, aren't we? Oh, but don't open it yet. It's a bit of a surprise.
Sure. Okay.
See you later.
Bye, Makoto.
See ya, bud.
I'm sure that's all good.
Shinigami shows up weird in that room.
Yeah.
She was like see-through.
Oh, he's back. Hey.
Oh.
Hey, Halara.
Halara.
are you all right? We saw a bunch of peacekeepers heading that way.
Yeah, we're
Well,
okay.
How did the investigation go?
The case is closed.
Closed? Really?
Yep.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Now the chief can rest without any regrets.
Did Halara know too?
Rest? Wait. Do you mean
Halara
the
probably
chief?
knew.
Yeah.
Halara's too smart not
Wait.
to.
You're joking, right?
He passed away quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would live until Yuma and the others returned, but there was nothing we could do.
A while ago? And that means he was dead before the Mystery Labyrinth.
Yeah. I mean, he would have been because if you think about the timing,
30 minutes, not that long.
well,
From the start.
because he went in 30 minutes, and when we checked the log to see when
been
we
an
pressed the button,
hour.
it was an hour.
Yeah.
No, it can't be. Chief Yako, please, tell me you're only sleeping.
Unfortunately, not.
I will turn back time now, so please, open your eyes.
Fubuki.
Stop it. There's no need to keep pestering the chief.
But
I wish I could do something too. But he's dead. As a detective, you should understand that.
Don't sob like a baby. I want to cry too, but...
Everyone's just letting it out.
Was he already dead? Or was it due to the mystery labyrinth? We'll never know.
Mathematically, we do know.
I think I'll head home now. My business here is done.
Super fair. You've had a long day, Vivian.
Yeah.
So cold-hearted. As usual. He's like an emotionless robot.
Yeah, from their perspective, he just hasn't given a shit about any of this.
Yeah.
Vivia. We should head back too. With the chief, of course.
Head on back to the agency.
Master, how long are you gonna let this get you down?
This is the roof.
I know you're shocked that Buzzhead was the culprit, but you and I solved it together, so shouldn't we be celebrating?
Weird to celebrate this, Shinny.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Solved it? Yes, we did learn the truth, but it didn't resolve anything. What's the point of solving something if it doesn't save anyone? In the end, we still don't know why the chief did it. How could you even consider it solved?
I understand why you're upset. Alright, I'll leave you alone for now. Yuma,
Oh, Karumi.
I thought you'd be here.
Hey, Karumi.
Karumi.
How's it going?
I just promised I'd give him some alone time!
Are you sure you should be walking around alone at this hour?
You're just a lady.
I heard about Chief Yako. Hey, Yuma. Did we make a mistake? If we didn't try to find that secret lab, maybe Chief Yako would still be alive.
I don't know if what we did was right or wrong. But either way, I think it would have ended like this eventually.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you've returned safely.
Thank you.
To tell the truth, while you were at the lab, I looked into Chief Yako's past a bit.
Huh?
I was just curious. Do you remember that talk on the submarine?
To me, this town is my
Yeah, he was
life.
dropping some stuff.
My bitter past,
Yeah.
my fun memories, they're all right here. I just wanted to protect the happiness I found within arm's reach.
Oh yeah, we had the
But it wasn't
emotional
easy.
dump.
Yeah.
It was too much for me to handle on my own.
Should have been a sign.
And
Should have been a
as
sign.
a result, I lost everything. I was an empty shell until you all came along.
In short, the chief lost his wife 4 years ago. She was a researcher at Amaterasu's lab.
The chief's wife was an Amaterasu researcher?
On top of that, his wife's death was declared an accident. But there seems to be more to the story. At the time, the lab's head researcher was suspected of leaking technological information.
Oh, the incident, like public incident that happened 3 years ago.
Yep.
It was the chief's wife that blew the whistle. If what she said was true, he would have been removed. But on the day before the commission came to investigate, an experiment went wrong and exploded, killing her.
It's obvious that someone was trying to silence her.
Yeah, does seem that way.
Yeah, Chief Yako probably suspected that too. He was conducting his own investigation. In the end, I don't know what conclusion he reached.
So that's who the chief wanted to protect most. It's what he meant when he said he lost everything.
Yep.
And the person his wife accused was...
Can I guess?
Take a guess.
Weska.
Oh, no way. I was guessing Fink.
Dr. Weska.
Of course.
Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, we know who that is.
Yeah, we've had a day.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, Yuma.
It's getting late. Let's head back to the detective agency. The chief's final words. I think they were actually meant for himself.
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
But I think he was wrong. Because everyone is mourning you, Chief. Chief, I've made up my mind. No matter how cruel it may be, I will expose the truth hidden in this city.
Hey, did you?
Oh God!
No!
Oh God!
I've never had anything so tasty.
The ramen.
How dare you?
Cooking is all I'm really good at, after all.
Are you hungry? Can I make you something at the agency?
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I guess I haven't eaten in a while.
What?
She knows we can't.
We're just gonna mix something dangerous into
Oh
your
God!
food.
Shinigami, it'd be more dangerous for us to cook for ourselves.
Oh, for sure. We can't do
I
that.
suggest you stay far away. All right. What should I make? I need to cheer you up.
Make me some ramen so I can look like that.
No, it's only that ramen that makes you look
Oh,
like
it's
that.
okay. Normal ramen is fine.
It's my beautiful boyfriend.
Hey, Vivs.
I'll go on ahead and make something in the kitchen.
Good luck.
She seems rather considerate. She's a nice girl.
She just doesn't have what we have.
Yeah.
I wish you'd be more considerate to me.
Okay, Shinigami. What's going on, Vivia?
Yuma, does light shine into your world now that you've obtained the truth?
Absolutely not.
I
Not quite.
don't know. It's like you said. I feel as though the world's ended. I tried so hard to find the truth. Should I not have done that?
You should ask yourself that tomorrow. The
good
you
advice.
of tomorrow will have an answer for the you of today.
That's nice.
As usual, I'm not quite sure what you mean, Vivian.
That one's pretty clear, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty understandable. A sweet, simple idiot boyfriend.
What's that?
It was hidden in the drawer of the chief's desk. It seems like a letter from Anonymous.
Anonymous? You mean Yomi?
That is what
Of course,
it
he
means.
didn't know Anonymous was Yomi.
A non-Yomi must.
Yo, it was in there all
Is that
along.
anything?
This
How could we
letter
miss
mentions
this?
the truth behind his wife's death 4 years ago.
The truth?
It describes how Dr. Weska conspired to murder her. The facts were laid out, cold and calculated. I wonder, how did the chief feel when he read it?
Not
Probably
good.
not great, Vivia. What do you mean?
It's not hard to imagine him burning with a desire for revenge against Dr. Weska.
For sure.
That makes sense.
By the way, this letter arrived right after I was dispatched to Kanai Ward. In other words, the motive and means were both in the chief's hands.
Yep.
So the letter was the trigger.
in my ghost form. I've seen the chief staring at this letter in secret many times. Back then, I didn't know what he was reading. But I know the chief was thinking about it constantly. Perhaps the map of the lab was sent together with this letter.
To be fair, it was a very well thought out plan.
It was very well thought out.
If so, then it was a total setup.
I'm sure the chief deeply regretted using our fortes as part of his crime. Or maybe that's just the truth I seek.
Nothing like Spike Chunsoft can make murders seem so fine and heartbreaking and warranted.
Yeah.
Maybe it's nothing more than wishful thinking.
You might be right. I think the chief wavered back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people think Vivier is cold-hearted, but I think he cared deeply for the chief.
Yeah, he clearly did.
He really did admire him.
Well, I think he's terrible at showing it. He needs to work on his facial expressions at the very least.
By the way, Yuma, Yomi definitely was the mastermind who worked in the shadows to put this together. With that aside, there's one more person I'm curious about.
You mean Makoto Kagutsuchi? I know.
Yeah.
Mask boy.
He brought me to the lab today?
It literally can't have been.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, the phone.
The phone?
It's a call from the WDO.
How do you know that?
We should go back inside.
Yeah.
Did you just spectral project into the phone while we were talking?
Strange.
Oh.
I know about
It's number one.
Hey.
Who could have suspected that a proud detective of the WDO would commit murder?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
He doesn't know anything.
If only the World Detective Organization had sent support to Kanai Ward sooner.
Stop it. There's no point in saying that now.
I can hear you. Enough idle talk. Focus. The only thing a detective must do is solve cases. Concentrate on solving mysteries. Emotions will only shackle you as a detective. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I know you're suffering from the loss of your chief, but the investigation must continue. Until Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is revealed, the great global mystery will never be solved.
Of course.
The names every time. It's just
These are
comical.
heavy responsibilities. It demands your complete attention.
In that case, please tell us. What is the great global mystery?
Yeah, like
just tell us.
Like why are you keeping this a secret?
Super fair, Halar. You want us to solve something, but won't give us any information about it.
Right.
Many master detectives have already been killed. Keeping us in the dark could lead to more deaths.
Yes, exactly.
Like what happened to our chief.
Very well. The great global mystery is
a
mass kidnapping case.
Oh?
Huh? Kidnapping?
Yes, countless people from around the world have been kidnapped and taken to Kanai Ward. We are searching for the heinous criminal responsible.
Heinous criminal? Lots of people have been taken to Kanai Ward?
And put where?
Here.
But where could they gather that many people in this city?
Right.
Well, I have an idea.
You do?
Huh? Seriously?
Is it the whole
Alara
city?
Seems to know something.
Is it just everyone that lives here, you mean?
Sorry, I almost sneezed.
Sneeze.
The restricted area. They could gather all the kidnapped people there.
The restricted area.
You're right. That would be the perfect place to hide them.
I was planning on discussing it later, but there is some new information about that place.
Oh?
Before you can tell us.
It appears that the restricted area does in fact have a corpse disposal facility.
Hate to see it.
Ooh.
Hate to see that.
Ooh.
However, there are lots of rumors about the restricted area. For example, they even say it's a corpse disposal facility where bodies from Kanai Ward are dumped off.
For the record, I'm pretty sure after Kurumi said that, Halara's reaction was, "Don't be an idiot."
What? That rumor was true?
In Kanai Ward, corpses rot easily due to the humidity from
I remember
the rain,
this.
Yes, they've
so
said
they
that.
are quick to retrieve bodies. The corpses are then loaded onto trucks and transported to the restricted area for disposal. But that process is managed by a department with a handful of people working directly for Amaterasu's CEO.
Are they becoming homunculi?
On top of that, they are only
they?
involved in transportation. They aren't aware of what happens afterwards.
Are they turned into homunculi?
How the bodies are buried and who buries them is a
Homunculi?
mystery.
All of this secrecy around the burials. It's suspiciously cautious.
Sure is.
The CEO is that Makoto guy, right? Does he have something to do with the corpse burials?
But he told us there were no homunculi.
How is the global kidnapping case related to a corpse disposal facility?
True.
I
Good
know.
question.
They are forcing the kidnapped people to bury the bodies.
Yes, you got it.
I doubt it. Why bother kidnapping just for that?
Anyway, there's definitely something happening in the city. Something sinister.
Something wicked this way comes.
We just don't know what it is.
While we're at it, perhaps I should share the information I've obtained as well.
What do you got, Vivs?
Huh? You got something too?
That anemic vampire knows something. I sure wish.
It's okay,
I don't know if
Shinigami.
it has anything to do with what's going on here. But while I was using spectral projection to search for the secret lab, I kept hearing about a strange rumor in town.
What's that?
There's a taboo among Kanai Ward's residents. Something they must never discuss in front of outsiders.
Oh?
Okay.
Taboo.
He's probably the only one who could have learned that. I doubt anyone would mention it in front of detectives.
Right, yeah, it's only because he was astral projecting.
True.
So what was it about?
The Blank Week Mystery.
What?
What did you just
There's
say?
so many different mysteries going on.
Is that different from the Great Global Mystery?
Unfortunately, all I know is its name, and that it's taboo to mention it in Kanai Ward.
What is Blank Week?
Huh? That's it? I don't get it.
Well, it does sound ominous. Maybe it has something to do with the mass kidnapping and the restricted area.
But all we have to go on is the term.
Yeah.
The Blank Week Mystery is taboo in Kanai Ward. I wonder if Kurumi has heard about it. I should ask her after this meeting with number 1.
That's a good point. We do have an insider.
True.
She's an informant who may be hiding information. If that's true, we'll have to torture the info out of her.
No,
Shinigami is
forthcoming.
very excited.
The Great Global Mystery, the restricted area, the Blank Week Mystery.
Shinigami's fighting.
Oh yeah, she's punching.
Pursued by the WDO. After coming this far, we're still discovering more mysteries. How are they all connected? What is going on in Kanai Ward?
Detectives, listen closely.
What's up?
If this case is ignored, then more people shall end up becoming the victims of this criminal. The only ones who can stop it, the only ones are us detectives. The World Detective Organization will never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed, understand?
He's a good
Okay.
guy.
We
He
are
looks like such a
aiming
good guy.
as
He
always
does.
for a perfect solution.
It's like Master Xehanort.
And as long as I'm involved
giving
in this
Xehanort a little bit.
investigation,
He is.
I will be the one to guide us toward finding.
Are you going to show up
that
in Kanai Ward?
perfect
We gotta
solution.
stop calling it the perfect solution.
Our moment of truth is finally at hand.
Oh
Go
no.
forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mystery.
For sure.
Oh
For
shit.
sure that just happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that flash?
You gotta love when the subtitles gives that away.
Number 1, I heard an explosion.
Hello?
No, line's dead. Nothing.
What's that?
Oh.
Another branch.
Another
A
branch.
news flash. All right, give me the video feed.
We bring you
Oh,
breaking
shit.
news.
Oh my
The
God, wait, this was
WDO
foreshadowed.
headquarters has been struck
The
by
terrorist
a
attack.
terrorist
God.
bombing.
Terrorist
Here's live
bombing.
footage from the scene. You can see the fierce fire consuming
Yeah,
it.
he looked like he got straight blown up.
For those of you just tuning in,
We saw the explosion hit in the video.
The World Detective Organization? No way. Impossible.
What is this? What is happening?
What's going on?
This is...
What?
Oh,
no!
This... I must rewind.
Too sleepy.
Oh no!
It's gas. Everyone.
Hurry, Vivian,
hold
project,
your
project.
breath.
I wanna die.
Too sleepy.
Oh god, Vivia.
Hey, Master!
Oh, and even Kurumi got hit.
Wow, even Shinigami went down.
Well, she goes down when we go down.
Oh, right. Dang.
And that's chapter 4.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Okay.
So, with that, we will officially be picking up next time, not with the final chapter. Oh, we have, hold on, I've got to see our results real quick. SS.
Yeah,
Hey.
I lost some stamina for sure.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to have to replay this Mystery Labyrinth. God dang it. Okay, well, we will pick up next time with going back and doing those side quests and stuff. And doing the gumshoe gabs that we missed because we skipped ahead in this chapter.
Yeah, that's right.
And then after that, we will move on to chapter 5, the final chapter of this game.
We're getting there.
We are getting there. So hope you all are ready. One just very quick thing before we break. I know this has been a long episode. Just to answer your question from before, Sid, about sort of my perspective going into this Mystery Labyrinth.
Yeah.
So I saw a Reddit post shortly before, I think probably maybe soon after finishing chapter 3, or I was near the end of chapter 3 or something. And I didn't read it. I just saw the title, and the title was Yako Furio might be Kodaka's best character ever. Kodaka is the creator of this game in the Danganronpa series.
And so you were like, there has to be more.
Because at that point I was like, yeah, he's cool, but like there has to be something significant about him.
Yeah.
And so when we got to this chapter, especially when it got to the point where he was like dying, I was like, okay, if he's dying now,
there's no other.
There
big
has to
thing
be
that he
something
does.
more happening.
Yeah.
So I sort of went into the mystery. I wasn't necessarily thinking. There maybe was part of me that was thinking like culprit, but I was more just being like, he has to be involved in what's going on in some big way.
Right.
So like that was kind of the way that I went into the Mystery Labyrinth. So, but I don't think, I will say, I don't think if I hadn't seen that, I don't think that I would have been like as on it as you were.
I was convinced.
I
was so convinced.
Like I know you were kind of like joking that
the first
like
time.
you knew like nothing about this.
Oh,
like
yeah.
going in. You had a lot of stuff figured out.
I had a lot of the rudimentary parts. It's
Like,
the building it together that I was struggling with.
You had the idea that it was Yako. You had the idea that he killed himself as a cover-up. You had the idea that he just like took the poison gas, and that
that whoever did it stepped on the robot.
I don't know if you had that before the Mystery Labyrinth.
I might not have voiced it. I was certainly thinking it from the footprint because someone must have kicked it thing.
It's
didn't
just the
feel
angle
right
makes
to me.
no sense.
I think I mentioned it kind of early on-ish at one point when I was saying like even if that happened, that wouldn't insulate from the shock. But
Right.
da-da-da.
But yes, you actually had a lot of it put together. So you like it was pretty impressive.
This is what happens when we run it in like one short span of time.
Exactly.
Instead of
we don't have like months between
long
recordings.
breaks, it makes it a lot easier to pull little bits together.
Exactly.
I had the person hiding in the
in the vent. Yep, for sure. But
this
yeah,
was a good one. Best chapter so far, easily.
I mean, yeah, this is very clearly like the standout chapter.
Yeah, I would expect.
It's like I think it's pretty universally.
It was well done. It was, for the most part, the Mystery Labyrinth was like kind of clear in what it was asking.
Right. It was obviously like emotionally gripping. And, yeah. No, this chapter is pretty universally considered to be the best. But
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so pick up next time, side quest. After that, chapter 5.
Sounds like a
so
plan.
Until then, we will see you all next time.
You know where to find us.
Bye-bye.